Gary, then thank you very much for being here. And is it the most dangerous race in the world?
I'd like to think it is dangerous. I mean, every motorsport event has a element of danger, but equally, it is a public road. It's a closed public road, and we do everything we can to mitigate the risk. So there's constant reviews of safety around the course, but obviously we're aware that there is no runoffs. You know, like there is on short circuits. There are houses, properties, walls, trees, but we do whatever we can to mitigate that risk and put in place the appropriate measures.
Thank you.
Well, Gary, of course, you are the main man, let's say, the head of the top of the tree, but there's many working places here. So can you just briefly explain how your working way is, the way of operating here in this tower?
Yeah, in the tower, there's I'm the, if you like, the chief executive official for the racing side of the TT. So I make all the decisions as to I write the schedule, write the programme for the fortnight. I make all the decisions as to whether it's safe to start qualifying and racing. I make the decision to deploy red flags to stop an incident, or in the event of an incident, make the decision if it's safe for the qualifying races or qualifying session or the races to continue. Here in race control, we have 22 or 22 people working race control, and that's supported by members of the emergency services. So we have police, ambulance, fire, and we've got access to 2 air medical helicopters as well. So we have every resource available to ensure we control and manage the races as safely as possible.
Do you feel like you're controlling, let's say, a spider web of all these different parties who need to be in touch with each other and be controlled at the same time? And well, if something happens, or just in general to get the race going, to make sure everything is spot on.
Yeah, I mean, there is, considering that the course is 37 3/4 miles long, and in week one, in qualifying week, we have 25 minutes to turn it from a public road into a racing circuit, and a bit longer in race week. In race week we have 45 minutes, but still, a relatively short space of time to turn a busy public road. And considering during the TT we have 45 to 50,000 visitors, so to clear the course and turn it from a public road into a racing circuit is it does get quite stressful, quite busy, but with the help of all the agencies, the police, the Department of Infrastructure, which is the highways agency, there's a number of agencies come together to very quickly put a very tried and tested procedure into place to get the course clear as quickly as possible.
Do you have any questions?
2022 is a new version of the tourist trophy. What has changed in your work, and what do you do in this year from 2019 since now? Well, obviously the last 3 years has been very difficult, for everybody. But we've put those 3 years to good use. Obviously the TT was called off in March 2020, just as COVID came to the fore. But in the last 2 years, we've used that time to completely review everything. Safety. Well, for my particular thing is safety. So, as a result of that review, we've got 28 digital red flags now around the course, and that's operated centrally by me here in race control. The idea of the digital red flags is not to replace marshals, but rather to enhance and to assist marshals. So we've still got the number of marshals around the course that we need, and that's over 600 marshals to allow any qualifying or race sessions to take place. So these digital red flags help the marshals to do their duties. But the good thing about the digital red flags is I control them, and it's the same message instantaneous around the whole 37 3/4 miles. So other than that, the other big feature is this race control. This race control got flooded in December 2020, Christmas Day 2020, and it was completely gutted, completely wrecked. And I was given a blank piece of paper, and they said, right, Gary, build a new race control. And and I was given funding, and this is what we've arrived at. It's based a lot on what we have at Silverstone, Donington Park, Brands Hatch. So a lot of the design is built around how we operate, on across in England, but also as part of the new feature, I've now got live feed from TV cameras around the TT course. So in the past, all I've been able to see, visually see, is from the start line to the end of pit lane, which is 250 metres. And I've been completely reliant on all the information I get from the marshals on the course. I still am reliant on that information, and the marshals provide excellent information for me to be able to make a decision as to when to stop a race. But in addition to that, I've now got live feed from the TV company, so I can ask the TV company to zoom in on any part of the course that I require, and it just gives us all that extra visibility to be able to manage the course in a much better way.
Thank you very much. So Gary, as you said, you have been able to design this race control from scratch and the way you want it. What are some other things that are, I assume you cannot say everything that you're gonna do in the future, but what are the things that you would like to improve in the near future regarding the course? Because obviously the course is not going to change, that's the way it is, but things you would like to implement in the near future.
That's a very good question. I mean, we continually do an annual review. So for management and control purposes, the TT Mountain Course is split into 12 sectors, and each sector has a chief sector marshal. So in the September, October of each year, I do a course review of the TT Mountain Course with the 12 chief sector marshals, the course inspection officer, the event safety officer, and we look at every single aspect. That's marshalling points, the course equipment, or the recticel, or the course furniture that's put in place to help protect the riders and the officials, and of course and the public. As we've just discussed, we've now got the digital red flags in place, and I know that in the future we'll be looking to purchase more digital flags so we can enhance that assistance to the marshals and provide a much better communication to the riders. So this year there's 28. Next year we plan more. We're constantly looking to update and improve the course furniture, and obviously that takes a lot of funding. So course furniture gets damaged, we have to replace it. We also have to have a stock so that we've got plenty in store to replace those that are damaged. So there's always this constant reviews going on. We're looking at putting a marshal safety system on travelling marshals bikes, a whole host of stuff. It's difficult to say what is the priority, because every part of the course you look at, there's always something we can do to improve safety around the course. So it's an ongoing process, but we're now well down the road with the addition of all the digital enhancements to provide improved safety around the TT course.
And finally, in these 2 weeks, of course they are very busy for you, but is there also you get enjoyment out of it as well?
It's a very good question. Very good question. Yeah, I mean the TT is my life. It's not just for the 2 weeks of the year. For me, it's a full-time job. I'm working on it 10, 12, 14 hours a day, all around the year, and also the Manx Grand Prix in August. So, and especially the last 2 years has been invaluable, because we've been able to carry out such an in-depth review, and to see it all come to fruition during this TT has been fantastic. And obviously today we've got very, very bad weather. So we can't race today, but we're all looking forward to tomorrow, which is the senior race, which is the blue ribbon event of the 2 weeks. But for me, it's as I say, the TT's my life. It's my job. It's and it's my passion. So I'm very lucky to be able to get paid for doing the job that I love, which is also my passion. And long may it continue.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bravo.